on a nice 4-1 run, and now it's time for Game 3 of the NBA Finals. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, finally back to talk some NBA Finals action. Like I just mentioned, 4-1 on the best bets so far in the first two games. We'll go over that recap in just a little bit, but also the two series bets we gave out over 5.5 games, looking solid so far. And how about Neesmith, most threes made in a series? Plus 425. Right now, he is the leader in the clubhouse with 7. We have Toppin and Dort with 6. Halliburton, Caruso, and Wiggins all have 5. So hopefully we can clutch up there as well. Like a 4-1 run. Let's have another sweep. We got 3 more bets for you today. But quick reminder, MLB Best Bets video will be out later for the Wednesday slate as well. And of course, any graphics you see in this video are from an app called OUTLIER, the best betting research tool on the market today. Click that link below. You get a 7-day free trial. It's time to get into it, and that means it's dad joke time. So here we go. I'm reading a horror book in Braille. Something bad is about to happen. I can feel it. All right. In this video, we're going to recap Game 1 and 2 real quick, and then we're going to give you our best bets for Game 3. Like I said, I got 3 plays for you, and then we'll finish it with the recap. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below to help this channel continue to grow. Appreciate your guys' support every single day. It's just awesome. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as we're oh so close to 40,000 subscribers. Again, Discord link is below, also completely free to join. But let's get it rolling, and that means it's recap time. All right, there it is. 4-1 so far in the NBA Finals, with the only loss being Chet Holmgren, 8+ rebounds, and Hallie under. Holmgren didn't get it done. I think in Game 1 he got 6 rebounds, maybe 5. It was just ugly. Didn't play many minutes also. But Cason Wallace under 3.5 rebounds has been a cash cow for us so far. Nice, easy winner. I think he had 2 in Game 1. Nembhard over 7.5 RAs. I think he ended up with 10 or 11. Nice winner there. And then Game 2, Thunder minus 7.5 in the first half. No sweat, up more than 10 points. It was double digits. They were cruising all game. And then Wallace under 3.5 rebounds again. But we needed a juice reducer and added Hallie under 22.5 points, ended with 16 or 17. A nice winner there. So it's nice to get off to a good start in the finals. 97 and 67 overall this season on under player props. And there you see the playoff record. We were down as many as 7 units. We are now down 0.94. We win 2 more units, and we finally hit that 30 unit mark over the course of the year, because on the season we were up 29 units. So that's what we got for the recap. Now let's talk Game 3. All right, we head out to Indiana, where the Pacers host the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder minus 5.5. Total in this one is 228.5. We now live in a world where the Indiana Pacers have the home court advantage to win the NBA Finals. That is wild to say. Thunder absolutely crushed them in Game 2 to even up the series. So far, we've seen Halliburton get locked down by Dort and others. Not really a surprise there. Caruso has 31 points in 2 games. Jalen Williams shooting a combined 11 for 33. The forward on the other side, also Pascal Siakam, only 10 for 26. So both forwards struggling a little bit. And then Chet's minutes, he hasn't really had a huge impact on this series like some thought he might. And his minutes are down a little bit because of it. So I'll talk some against the spread numbers during my third best bet. But for now, let's get into it. And that means it's time for bet number 1. And it's Mr. Alex Caruso, over 9.5 points, minus 108 on FanDuel for a half unit. I'm still surprised we're getting this under 10, to be honest with you. In the first 2 games, he played 27 and 28 minutes. So pretty secure minutes, especially with how obviously good he is defensively. He scored 11 and 20 points in those first 2 games. And he's scoring in different ways, which is what I like to see. Obviously, he can shoot it from deep, catch and shoots. He's 5 for 9 from deep, but he's getting to the free throw line quite a bit. He is 8 for 9 from the free throw line this series. Getting 4 to 5 points on the free throw line for a guy with a line of 9.5 points. You love to see it. He's had great looks with those catch and shoot threes. Obviously, Indiana having to focus on SGA when he attacks the rim. Jalen Williams, you still got Chet. You still got so many weapons and other shooters that he's kind of been the guy where Indiana's like, we'll see if you can beat us, and he sure has so far. The pace in this series obviously much faster than OKC has played, and we'll see that fast pace in Indiana, I believe, which is only going to help. In games of 25 to 30 minutes played this season, Alex Caruso, as you can see by this OUTLIER screenshot, over in all 7 games, averaging almost 15 points per game. So give me Caruso over 9.5 points as my first best bet. And then the second one, how about another player prop that you're probably not going to love? Isaiah Joe under a half of an assist. That's right, we're doing it. Minus 130 on DraftKings. Half unit play for me here. If you don't want to tail, I understand. But let's talk Cotton Eye Joe for a little bit. In this series, he has played 11 and 6 minutes. 11 and 6, guys. That's 17 total minutes, hash brown math, one total potential assist in the 17 minutes. He is a guy who is out there to hit threes, but Pacers have done a great job limiting his looks. You've seen him face guard him a little bit. It makes him pretty much useless, hence the low minutes. He's not a great defender or anything, so they don't really need him out there if he's not even getting looks or shooting many threes. But in the last 10 playoff games, he has only 3 total assists in the last 10 playoff games on 9 potentials. He's averaging slightly under 1 potential assist per game. Gone 5 straight games now without an assist, so that's why it's kind of crazy this is even playable. He's being faded out of the rotation. In the last 4 games in the playoffs, so not just these first 2, but the 2 of them against Minnesota, he played 8 and 5 in those last 2, and then played 11 and 6 in these first 2. So again, his role is completely diminished compared to regular season. His only role is to be a sharpshooter, like I said, but with Indiana defending him well, he's being played off the court. And he's not a guy, when he does get the ball, he's not a guy to attack the rim and look to pass out. He's looking to shoot it or just get rid of it to someone else and have them run the offense. So I expect 5 to 10 minutes from him again. I know this is crazy because you can get unlucky with 1 assist, but again, we're talking about a guy playing 5 to 10 minutes. So give me JoJo under 5 or under a half of an assist. That's my second best bet. Now the third one. I'm going to do it. Let's play the spread. Pacers plus 5.5, minus 110 on DraftKings for a half unit. That's right. We are rolling with the home team here. Now let's talk some crazy numbers here for a second. This is ATS numbers in the playoffs. Did you guys know yet? The Thunder are 0-7 against the spread on the road. They have yet to cover on the road in the playoffs. So me taking Indiana plus 5.5 should not be some wild, crazy, what are you thinking, any kind of bet, because again, in fact, on a 5.5 line, they've only covered once on the road at a 5.5 spread. So Pacers 5-3 ATS at home in the playoffs, 6-2 ATS to this 5.5 line in the playoffs. OKC is the first team since the merger in 1976-77 to come into the NBA Finals without covering the spread one single time on the road. That's wild. Now, also, NBA teams this year in the playoffs after a straight-up playoff loss, how about 42-22 against the spread in the next game? 66%. That would obviously favor the Pacers after losing in game 2. Now, other than that, I mean, pace and home court advantage here, I think, are going to play huge. I think this arena is going to be absolutely rocking. We're going to hopefully see the Pacers role players shoot better, usually do at home as well. And I think Rick Carlisle is one heck of a coach. I think he's going to make his adjustments. OKC got their, or they got their one win in OKC. They know Indiana has so much speed. They make defenses play you sideline to sideline. And when they can knock down shots, and let me tell you, we've seen Indiana knock down shots and look like an offense that nobody can beat. They made Cleveland look silly in some of those games. And they've scored a ton of points as well. They've scored 125 and 130 in their last 2 playoff home games. I know OKC is a great defense, obviously, but I like what I've seen from them at home offensively lately. I expect Siakam and hopefully Hallie to step up a little bit. But again, with how they're defending, it's going to have to be Siakam and other guys that are having to step up. But I see this game going down to the wire. Again, call it somewhat of a gut feel, plus numbers, being at home, that kind of thing, trusting Rick Carlisle. But a game I see down to the wire and I get 5.5, I'm going to take it. So give me the Pacers plus 5.5. That is my third and final best bet. Let's get a 3-0 sweep. That would be awesome. But before we get out of here, let's check out that recap. All right, there it is. Alex Caruso over 9.5 points for a half unit. Then Isaiah Cotton-Joe under a half of an assist. That is correct, not a misprint. And then the Pacers plus 5.5 at minus 110 for a half unit. Let's have another good day in the NBA Finals. But thank you guys for watching. As always, appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoy the game. Have a great Wednesday, and we'll talk to you soon.